Hi everybody, it's James at Cryptoconsh, and today we're going to look at Agoric on the Cosmos network. I'm very excited about this one, so let's get into it. Having a quick look on Telegram, we can see that Agoric already has 29,000 subscribers. We can also see that their Twitter has 23,000 followers. So it's clear they're relatively well known in the industry, and they've already begun marketing to some degree. Recently, Agoric sold some coins on CoinList for those that were smart enough or quick enough to adopt early, and they managed to raise $32 million from that. Not bad going if you ask me. These are big boys coming in hot with a market cap of $800 million. My days. These guys are a layer 1 network, so that encompasses everything that's on the layer 1. So let's see what they have, and firstly let's have a look at their coin distribution. 7% will go towards public sale. They're aiming for decentralization, so voting will take place as to improvements in the protocol. There will be coins given back to the community and core contributors. So if the project does really well, like it looks to already be doing, the core contributors will be making quite a lot of money from this. And this is what I wanted to be, an early backer, but I didn't get in, even though I gave them my email address and whatnot. So sad, so sad. As you can see, some of these private sales also have long-term lockups. We can't have what we saw recently with Akash and Sentinel, where we had a massive 20% drop. It is stated online it's because these locked up tokens immediately expired, they were released, and then immediately sold by the initial investors. So lockups can be quite important to maintain price stability and also equity in the project. Now, I have been looking for this on the map of zones. However, I can't seem to find it anywhere, even when I look at the beta zones. However, when I click on my Kepler wallet, Agoric BLD is there, even though I have none yet. So what is Agoric? Well, Agoric is all about smart contracts. Now, if you don't know what smart contracts are, I'm going to spend 30 seconds to just explain it, because these are really, really important. They are the future. So put simply, this is an original contract, or a traditional contract. You have two parties that come to an agreement, they sign a contract, a third party, like a bloody expensive lawyer who charges you thousands of pounds to buy a house, comes in and executes that contract and ratifies that contract. I'm sure some of us know about this. However, smart contracts are absolute game changers. Look at this little badger. Two parties come together with an agreement. I want to buy this much cheese for $10. I will give you this much cheese for $10. There is an agreement through the electronic smart contract without any third-party interaction, and it's executed. Bang, bang, bang. Beautiful. Now, what I just mentioned there was a very simple sales transaction, but these smart contracts are slowly expanding into greater and larger territories. We still don't know their potential. And just quickly, smart contracts are starting to be connected to external data. So imagine this, monitoring your heart rate. Imagine if you have an insurance company and they're calculating your premiums for next year, and they see from your smartwatch that your heart rate is really low all the time. They can also see that you exercise 5 times a week. There are protocols called oracles which connect this data, like your personal data, to the smart contract. So the smart contract, if they can connect to this watch, they can basically identify, is this person fit or not fit? And then they can change that calculation automatically based on the data they have received, because it's on the blockchain. The blockchain can't be changed, it's immutable. You no longer need a person to calculate any of this. It can be automatically done and then submitted by both parties. Bang. That's just one example of the future. There's car sales that can measure your credit history and then determine whether they're going to do a contract or not with you. Like I said, there's health insurance, there's medical insurance, maybe even car insurance based on how many crashes you've had in the past. It automatically calculates and then automatically gives you a cost. And these are just basics. The opportunities are endless. And Chainlink is this data receiver, otherwise known as an oracle, which will give all this data to Agoric, and then Agoric can play with it and do what they want. Because, like Ethereum, they are a smart contract platform. But they are a smart contract platform by the likes I've never seen. They're already offering massive bounties to upgrade their code. However, their largest selling point by far is their connection to JavaScript. They have some amazing industry leaders developing this platform. And what they are trying to do is integrate 10 million JavaScript developers into this. As we know, JavaScript has been around for a very long time and has had many years to develop into an excellent protocol. And these developers have been left out of crypto for a long time. If they wanted to integrate, they could learn another code, they could learn Golang, or they could use Haskell like in Cardano. So basically what they're trying to do is create easy to use plugins via JavaScript. Any developer can simply add straight to their code without doing all the hard work. Imagine you're creating a website. I'm not sure how many have used WordPress in the past. However, WooCommerce, they just made a cart for you. So if you wanted to put your products online, you don't have to be a high-level developer on JavaScript spending hundreds of hours making a new shopping cart. You don't require that skill. You just require somebody that's excellent, that's already made it, and then you can just plug and play. You can embed it, input the details that you want, and then bing bang bosh, it's online. So with these beautiful advantages we saw in Web 2.0, where you could basically plug and play, you could just add this module and then press play, and that's it, you've got a store open. They want to do that with their first layer blockchain, and they do this via Zoe. It's a first mover in this field, and it helps enable safe economic composition of smart contracts, and that that gets embedded into the JavaScript. If we look here, this is known as the Agoric stack. As I said before, they're based on Cosmos, which is already gorgeous in itself. So on the Cosmos, everything is sandboxed. So this is why you can have a layer 1 like Agoric on there with all its individual content, but it's connected directly to each other component on the Cosmos. So trading between them is pennies. Incredibly cheap to exchange between them, incredibly fast, and ultimately scalable. There's a reason why the Cosmos is blowing up right now, not just because of all the amazing free coins we've been getting. So the next layer they have is their virtual machine. Basically, this is a hardened version of JavaScript where security issues are locked down and it's readable on many machines. They also have the Zoe platform, which I mentioned, which from what I saw, they're able to embed Zoe into their JavaScript and functions like a shopping cart to set up all kinds of smart contract components. It's super quick for using transactions and oracles and NFTs, setting the rules for these protocols. It's supposed to be incredibly fast and easy to use for a JavaScript developer. They also have Run Protocol, which is their very own stablecoin, which is soft pegged to the dollar. From what I understand, they put this on here so that it's easy to transact. They have an automated market maker. This could be in direct competition with Osmosis, where you're able to change between Run and anything else on their platform. Just for reference, this is an automated market maker where I can exchange Atom for anything I want. Swap fees are very low and the transaction speed is incredibly quick because this is on the Cosmos. Then at the end, of course, we have user-defined contract. They also have their own BLD token, which you can see here, which I don't have yet. And if you wanted to, you could stake these tokens for rewards. However, it's not clear what these rewards will be yet or what the inflation will be. So ultimately for me, what I'm seeing is this is developed by industry experts that have been in the game for over 30 years. It is going to onboard 100,000 developers of JavaScript that were never able to onboard before unless they learnt new languages. It is already connected to oracles and therefore taking real world data and changing that into something useful. It is designed to be super secure using hardened Java, and their plug and play operability will make it super fast using Zoe. Also, having an automated market maker as well as a stable coin helps a lot for such a large platform worth $800 million. Personally, I am absolutely sold on this, and I will be looking to invest my hard-earned pennies when I get the chance. One fear that I do have though is it looks to be very centralized, with the core contributors, the early backers and advisors, as well as operations getting around 50%, which is arguably the lion's share of the pie, and then this can be used to vote on future governance protocols. I'm not totally against centralization. It does have its own benefits. However, decentralization in this space is really taking off, with thousands of minority shareholders having the power. I personally expect this to be worth a lot in the future. If you look at the market cap of top cryptocurrencies, this doesn't even come close. So I'm really positive about this, but let me leave you with a quote that I really like. 百花齐放, let 100 flowers bloom. What do I mean by this? By enabling all these JavaScript developers to have plug and play options to finally come into the space with ease in a smart contract world which is in infancy, which is developing every 5 minutes, adding this many more people to the structure, to the network, I'm excited. It's going to blow up. We are going to see incredible innovation in this industry, and by adding hundreds of thousands of people to it, I'm just really excited. This is the future and it's all on the Cosmos. Anyway, it's James of Cryptoconsh. You all have a good day.